Magandang gabi mga ka-native. No, ngayong araw naman we'll be continuing on the presentation that we have as we have promised na kung saan po we'll be doing it on the Wednesday and Friday. Pasensya minsan pag hindi nakapasok kami. No, it is because of the busy schedule also that we have dito po sa my Pinipinitive Chicken. But again, thank you for always being with us. So this program is brought to you by the Central Philippine University, headed by our President, Dr. Teroso Robles. And this Philippine Chicken Web TV po is managed by the College of Agricultural Resources and Environmental Sciences. One of the agricultural school all throughout the Philippines awarded by the Commission on Education as Center of Excellence no, for Agricultural Education. Ngayong gabi po, yung kasama natin technical, Ma'am Dana Marie Istoy Gabasa. At saka yung kaibigan dito, yung host po ninyo, no, this is Kasangga, Kanitib, no, Kaakibat, no, patungo no, sa komersyal na pag-alaga po ng native chicken. James, for short. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. No. We've got some problem sa YouTube because we could not penetrate ng dalawa po ang ating tawag dito yung ating live stream program. No? Kung hindi makaya, that is why that cancel mo na YouTube, sa Facebook po na tayo. So sa ating mga native dyan, if you have some questions, kindly have it be written diyan sa ating comment section. That is one way that we can share the information. Yung kung bakit that we have what they call the new platform in this live stream program. Thank you, Prism, for providing us this platform na kung saan po mas maganda than the previous platform that we're using during the live stream program. So sa ating makanitib dyan, again, hope that patuloy pa rin tayo. And thank you for the increasing number of followers that we have in behalf that our page is a specialized page po. Unlike in the other page na kung saan po intended talaga for tawag dito yung entertainment, but this is what we call the Philippine Chicken Web TV po is a specialized web page devoted for the commercial production of the Philippine native chicken. And we are trying to make some innovation later on that maybe we can have it by segment na kung saan po mas mapaganda pa natin yung presentation natin. But for the meantime, ito na muna. And if you have some questions, you can write that on the comment section. In the recent platform that we have, in-include na namin, at least makita po ng lahat, especially on the offline, ano ba makatanungan, at saka makita po ninyo paano naman ang makasagutan. And that is one way that we can help, particularly on the frequently asked question. So, wag po kayong mag-atubili, maglagay po ng mga katanungan ninyo and we'll find means na how to answer all your queries. So this program will be lasting for about an hour. If you have some questions na medyo marami-rami, we'll be trying our best na kung saan po we can have it be answered all. Sa mga gusto naman bumili po ng produkto ng Philippine Native Chicken, you can contact the number. Yung makikita po yung number, dalawang number yan, yung globe na yan, that is the number of Miss Dana, and that smart number is the number of Miss Lut. So sa mga gusto dyan na magbili po ng produkto po ng Philippine Native Chicken. Ngayong gabi po, we'll be discussing some of the concern ng ating mga ka-native dyan. But we'll be yung tanong ni Sir Renji Casamorin at saka kay Sir Raymond Torres. Sir, magandang gabi po sa inyo, sir. Long time no here. Hope that the project that you have in Masbate po, natuloy po yun, Sir Raymond. And then kay Sir Pobs, si Prangka Magtagad na hope, sir, na pag-uwi mo dito sa Iloilo, if possible po, establish po kayo ng panukan dyan sa mga Gimaras together with my student Peter Magtagad. Sa ngayong gabi po, before I will be pursuing the topic, sagutin mo natin yung tanong ni dito ni Sir Renji Casamorin. Good evening, Doc. Bakit yung tandang ko nahulo, hindi ko makasta, kinuha ko na sa kaibigan ko na naka-pre-range nung nandoon na sa naka-pre-range na malakas kumasta, tapos nilagay ko na sa pen, kasama ang mga native na nawala na. Sunod ko naman yung design nyo sa pabahay. 1-year-old ang tandang, at saka ang isa is 7 months old. Thanks. Sir, hindi usually po sa mga tandang, if you're going to have it be used, uh, mas matanda kasi mas matanda ang tandang dapat compare with the hens. Yan sir ang pinaka-concept niyan. No, lalo na pag ang ginagamit po natin is hulo breed. No, kasi yung hulo kasi habang tumatanda yan, no, na doon pumapasok yung libido nila. No? Unlike in the other breed na kung saan po, no, once they reaches their maturity. So we say about maturity, no, pagdating na doon sa mga 7 months, 8 months, halos banat ng banat yan. At for the hulo kasi sir, habang tumatanda, doon pa yan bumabanat. Now, ang isa lang kasi sa concern kasi sir, kahit sa ating makanitib dyan, ang mga tandang kasi, meron silang tinatawag dyan na in terms of the behavior, mayroong courtship yan. Kung makikita po nyo sa manok na naka-parents, manok po tayo na kung saan po yung inahin, no, halos po nawawala sa plak, naghahanap o nakangapit bahay na yan. It is because na yung tandang may mga paboritong inahin kasi. So sir, siguro ang isa dyan is that nanibago yung tandang mo sa area na kung saan po doon mo siya nalagay. Kasi pag naka-parents na siya, sa kapasok mo agad sa may pen mo, you give time kung saan po makapag-accustom sa doon mismo sa may lugar na bago niya pinasukan. Kung gusto mo talaga na pumanat siya and using it a natural way, ang gamitin po nyo, try that to use what they call the garlic. Yung garlic kasi, pumapainit kasi sa katawan yan. So kahit nga sa ating mga tao, hindi tayo nyo gamitin. Ang isa ka doon kasi sa ginagamit namin, no, yung egg boosting solution po. So, yung egg boosting solution na yan, we are still working naman sa kanyang process because we are planning to have it be done in tea para magamit nyo to increase what they call the fertility and mating na manok po ninyo. Pero ang isa sir na matry po nyo sa tandang nyo, saka sa inahin nyo sir, try nyo sir yung tawag dito yung ginger tea o salabat sir. Salabat. Try po nyo sir, ibigay sir. And lagyan po nyo ng konting katas ng garlic o di kaya katas ng sibuyas mo para at least makita mo kung kamusta yung performance niya. That is what we have done in Leon din. Kung saan po gumagawa po kami ng garlic, ng egg boosting solution. That is made up of ginger, no? Yung luya talaga, saka may luyang dilaw yan. Ang purpose kasi ng ginger, it would trigger the increase in libido. Katulad yan sa ahos o di kaya yung sibuyas Mumbai. So mag-trigger yung libido niya, and then pag nanginit yung katawan niya, at least tuloy-tuloy yan. And yung tawag dito yung luyang dilaw naman, ang purpose niyan is to increase the fertility of the egg. Yung compound doon sa loob ng katawan ng tandang, pataasin niya yung libido, and at the same time, yung sperm cell niyan lumakas. Sa inahin naman, yung yolk naman, it will become more receptive doon sa sperm cell. Yung kung bakit na may kasama yung luyang dilaw. Ang luyang dilaw, basta hindi nyo idaan sa init, is effective in terms of increasing the fertility rate of male and female. And then, pag linuto po nyo, pinadaan po nyo sa init, yung kukurmin niya will become active, and that is possessing what they call anti-cancer property. Parang ganon, sir. Ang paragdagan pa doon na ibigay namin is what they call the malunggay juice, nakasama yan. So, ang purpose naman yan, that will be the source of vitamins and minerals. So, kailangan kasi, if you're going to increase yung libido naman, problema mo kulang sa sustansya yung katawan ng manok po ninyo, hindi naman yan maganda. That is why that we are putting what they call the the malunggay. That is what they call the tested activity, tested product that we have in Leon. And ang perfect pa namin kasi ngayon is the machine on the processing na. But once it will be perfected na yung kobake at yung garlic emulsified natin, tuloy-tuloy na yan. That is best. Sa mga nag-alaga po ng broiler, and if you want to raise broiler na kung saan po yung savings po nyo na hindi po kayo gumastos ng marami sa antibiotic at saka makaproduce pa kayo ng magandang karne po na manok ninyo, yung dalawang product namin, tested and proven namin sa malaking farm dito po at Iloilo. And Ma'am Dana will be shipping. I think that is about mga 5 kilos, 6 kilos of garlic emulsified concentrate in Luzon, and it will be used in a broiler farm. Ang kasama niyan is what I call yung kita nyo ngayon, yung garlic tea. Kasama yan. Ang garlic emulsified concentrate kasi, ginagamit namin yan. Ang prescription namin dyan is that for every treatment, ang purpose ninyo, that is 1 teaspoon po for every kilogram of feeds. However, kung ang purpose ninyo is for prevention, ang gawin po ninyo, it ranges from 3 to 5 kilos of feeds that you have, mix it with 1 teaspoon of garlic emulsified concentrate. Ang gawin ninyo, have it be done 3 times a week. Yan lang. Ang daily dose nyo naman, ang gamitin naman ninyo is tawag dito, garlic tea. Ang isang garlic tea na yan, tea bag niya, that is intended for 15 liters of water. So, ibig sabihin po, makatipid po kayo. And you can have a product ng karne po na manok ninyo na mas kaya-aya po sa customer. Kaya Sir Renji, welcome po sir. Hope na yung katanungan mo kanina Sir Renji, nasagot ko po sir. If you have some follow-up questions, don't hesitate to ask question. Kahit sa ating mga ka-native dyan, na gusto po na may mga katanungan po kayo, you can ask question po. Wag po kayong mahiya. Para at least makita din ng iba, at least yung sagot po natin is makabigay liwanag sa ibang alaga po ng manok. I will like to inform also pala yung sa Aklan. To those who would like now to purchase directly the CPU feeds patungo dyan sa Aklan, we can have it be done through our courier. You may contact Miss Dana through the globe number na makikita nyo dyan sa may platform po natin. Meron po tayong cargo na papunta dyan sa inyo, and that is one way that we can have it be done na mas makatipid po kayo. Because if possible po, we can have it be directly sell to you para wala ng middleman sa gitna, and then you can have it. Pero sa mga lugar na medyo may kalayuan ng konti, in Iloilo, ang mas suggest po namin is that para mas makatipid kayo at saka makamura kayo, please use the base mix of Central Philippine University. Basta may mga mais kayo dyan na ngayon na yung presohan ng mais. Sobrang mura naman. Kung kayo ang nag-alaga ng manok tapos wala po kayong mais dyan, you can purchase mais ngayon, whole corn. Huwag kayong bibili ng tawag dito ng crack corn, baka sobrang mahal. Once na magbili po kayo, pakisabi kami Dana para at least we'll be posting another video on how you're going to process your own feeds using what they call the base mix feeds. Dagdagan nyo lang ng patoka ng mais dyan po sa inyo. For every 30 kilograms of CPU base mix feeds, may mga klase kasi yan. Pakisabi na lang kay Ma'am Dana, kay Miss Dana yan sa globe number na makikita po nyo dyan sa may platform natin na ma'am, pakipromulate ng patoka ng base mix para po sa booster at saka sa starter, o di kaya sa grower, o di kaya breeder. For every 30 kilograms of CPU beast mix po, dagdagan po ninyo ng 70 kilograms of milled corn. Paki-compute dyan later on kung magkano yung presyo. Alam ko na ang patuka kasi, no, halos hindi yan bumababa, walang rollback. Unlike in the dito in the oil na pag tumaas yan and then the world market na medyo bumaba, may rollback. Sa patuka po wala. And one way and how we can help you sa pag-alaga ng manok na kung saan po mapataas pa natin yung kita po ninyo is through provision of affordable supplemental feeds. Sa mga gusto gumamit po sa broiler, we are still undergoing what they call the protocol. Now, kung makikita po nyo dyan sa mga reels natin, thank you pala sa ating mga ka-native that keep on watching our reels and then our videos. Thank you for the support. That is one way that the Central Philippine University can be of help sa inyo. Sa mga nagtatanong tungkol po sa blueprint and the specific specification pala at saka yung material to be used, no? Pakiantay lang ng konti because what you have seen, that is what they call the alam nyo kasi may kumplito kasi yung papel ni Ma'am Dana, camera woman na yan, chemist pa yan, microbiologist pa, pharmacist pa yan, naging resident architect pa yan. But we will be working on the blueprint niyan na kung saan po pati lahat ng material na kailangan nyo, yung specification ng material will be written. Kaya lang we may be soliciting some cost because also that we are also paying yung gumagawa niyan para at least kahit paano po para at least you can have the guide. And we are assuring you na you can copy it without any obligations at Central Philippine University because yung patent kasi niyan, we own the patent. And that design of housing is really developed here at Central Philippine University. You can have it. At least kung kita nyo. That is one way that we can further mapalawak pa natin ang nag-alaga po ng manok. It is because that dito sa Central Philippine University we keep on believing na hindi po natin kaya supply kailangan ng buong bansa given that the requirement is 10 million. And one way that the Central Philippine University can be of help is that to the provision of your inputs, technology toward commercial production of Philippine native chicken. Isa kasi yan. Nakita po natin that with the changes in right now in agriculture, kung makikita po nyo, kaya nga palagi sabi ko sa mga sumusunod sa akin, in my radio program over DYRI and DYSI, na ang kalamidad sa ngayon po, dalawa po ang nagiging pasimuno niya. Ang isa is through what they call the natural calamity, and the other one is the man-made calamity. Ngayon po, ang gumagalaw sa buong Pilipinas, halos man-made po yun. And one way that we can be of help sa ating magsasaka, we should keep on doing what should be done. Alam ko na wala na tong panahon sa sisihan, tapos na po ang eleksyon. Ang kailangan na natin is magtulong-tulong po tayo. Huwag po natin iasa lahat sa gobyerno because na ang gobyerno naman kasi there are also some kung saan po is taking also advantage of the situation, but ang kawawa palagi is tayo pong mga magsasaka. And that is why that I'm promoting always what they call the agripreneurs. Possibly on October next month, we can have what they call the morning program between 5 to 6. Kung saan po ang talakayan is all about naman agriculture. And that will be simultaneously aired over Kader FM in Roas City. Ang tackle naman ng topic natin yan is all about agriculture. So that it will be more of what they call the commentary section, commentary time natin po sa agrikultura. Nakita kasi natin yan is that na I know that there are a lot of research stations also doing their own respective activity Kaya lang dito sa Central Philippine University, naka-highly specialized kami. And that is why that pag nag-alaga po tayo ng manok palagi, isa sa mga tinitingnan namin palagi na ano ba ang dapat mong gawin to have a sustainable project. Ang mga disenyo ng housing natin dito is that it does not require, palagi sabi ko, it does not require larger or number of people to have it be done. Kahit nasa isang tauhan mo, dalawang tauhan, o isang tauhan mo using the technology or the packages of technology at Central Philippine University, kaya nga alagaan. Even kung dalawa po, even up to 3,000 chickens. Ang problema natin kasi sa pag-alaga ng manok is that na sobrahan ng tao to the point that one of the reason for the failure of the project is the personal burden. And tayo na raisers. Yung raiser kasi, you are raising chicken, it is not because na you want to earn income kasi gusto mo lang sa pag-umpisa pa lang. Just to raise native chicken only. Without setting in mind how much. Tandaan po natin, iba ang research. Sa research, what kind? In business, how much? And that is why that sa mga taga-norte naman, of northern part of Iloilo, we are still working to have what they call the community-based radio station in Carles, hoping that this program will be aired over that radio station together with one to serve Balingit, Carles, hoping it will be materialized. Now, ano ba ang kailangan natin? Na kahit paulit-ulit palagi kong sinasabi dyan, is that if you are raising native chicken, may area kasi kami ngayon experiencing losses in raising native chicken. Alam niyo kung ano ang pinaka-core ng problema? It is because they have failed to vaccinate their breeding flock. Alam niyo kasi sa vaccination program, yung ko bakit nasabi ko is that if possible, kung kahit na wala po ang 5-in-1 yan sa inyo, but for those who are in Panay Island and you can access Central Philippine University, please drop by us here. One way that you can protect the investment that you have is to have your flock be vaccinated. Alam nyo, kahit magbakuna kayo, paghuli ng lahat, wala na po tayong magawa. And that is why that palagi sabi, with the climate that is keep on changing in right now, pag yung manok po ninyo, pag sabi natin keep on changing in Iloilo alone right now, the temperature na supposedly this is a rainy season, supposedly nandoon yan in 27 to 29. But right now, umakyat hanggang 32 degrees centigrade during noon time. Now, ang heat body index, o di kaya yung temperatura na ma-perceive ng katawan mo, it even ranges from 39 to 40 degrees. And that is on the month of September. Pag bandang hapon, uulan yan, iginaw yung paligid. Alam nyo, it will trigger element. Yan. So that is why that ang isa sa siguruhin po ninyo, have your flock be vaccinated. Have it be vaccinated. Kung may mga kakilala kayo dyan to those who are willing to go into what they call commercial scale of production, pwede bang may isang bulldogs kasi na lifetime? Kahit sabihin pa ng iba na hindi sila nakarinig dyan ng lifetime, may lifetime po. Ang bulldogs niyan, that is the mixture of antigen from Newcastle disease, infectious bronchitis, infectious coryza, salmonella, and egg drop syndrome. Yon ang 5 critical na sakit on native chicken. That is why that kung nandoon kayo sa area na medyo basta you'll be raising by the hundreds of breeder stock or by the thousands, possibly po ang bakuna na yan, siguruhin po ninyo. Critical yan. Ang Newcastle, kahit saan yan, that is the disease of economic importance. Yung kung bakit na kung sa malunggar na hindi pa marating, you can use in CD, Lasuta or B1B1, whichever is available in your place. Kaya lang dapat pag pinagpatulo po ninyo, dapat every 3 to 4 months, ulitin po ninyo. Or possibly, you can have it be done on the onset of dry season and the onset of rainy season. Infectious coryza. Ang infectious coryza kasi, ang sakit na yan, it is because of untidy environment. Alam nyo kahit dito sa Central Philippine University, yung kung bakit na isa sa mga rason kung bakit na yung aming laboratory mismo, malapit dito mismo. Kaya bakit? That is one way that we can monitor if ever that the microbes that we are using in the laboratory na nakaalpas doon sa dapat alpasan niya. Ang infectious coryza kasi, kahit anong medication ang ibigay po ninyo, for as long na hindi maganda ang flow ng hangin, for as long na ang dumi ng manok po hindi po naalis dyan, tandaan po ninyo, coryza can be temporarily mitigated, but pag hindi yan, continuously na nakaprogram yung medication po ninyo, baka malagay po sa langanin manok po ninyo. Tandaan natin, yan sa mga reason. Pag dumami ang coryza, dalawa lang kasi ang reason yan. First, it can be possibly that yung panahon po sobrang ginaw. Ang nakikita po ninyo na coryza po, yung parabang it bulges the eyes, no? Lumalaki yung mata na nakasarado. Pag binuksan po ninyo, halos may puti doon sa loob. Severe cases na po yun. Pag lumuluha kasi manok nyo, that is already an indicator. And how we can prove, how can we can minimize it? It is through vaccination. Ang manok po ninyo, ang mga sisiw ninyo, nandoon pa lang yan sa may brooding stage nila. Yung mortality nyo sobrang dami na. Ibig sabihin po, pag yung puwetan niya, halos maraming dumi doon, naka-pasted vent. Ang isa sa mga reason yan is possibly salmonella. Or, possibly, sipon ng sipon yung masisiw ninyo, ang isa sa mga reason yan is the infectious bronchitis. Ano ba ang mga indicator na kung saan po ang manok po natin ay may infectious bronchitis o IB? Yung size ng itlog ng inahin po ninyo, if that is deformed, not on the normal shape, halos yung cell niya sobrang nipis, isa po yan sa indicator ng infectious bronchitis. Ang nagiging problema natin is that pag sisiyo pa lang, nandoon na yung salmonella, nandoon na yung infectious bronchitis na it leads to what they call the broader pneumonia. Yung survival rate ng mga sisiw ninyo sobrang baba na. If you'll be using, lalo na pag yung parlous bullying technique, yung kung bakit palagi sabi ko is that kakaakibat po ng parlous bullying technique is the garlic emulsified concentrate. Kasi yung garlic mismo ang ibigay ng init sa katawan po ng manok ninyo. Yung kung bakit na we are recommending on the use of this garlic emulsified concentrate, please have it be done on the afternoon papuntang umaga po. Kasi nandoon po kaya na maginaw na panahon. Now, Yan ang gamitin natin. Pag bumaba ang temperatura ng paligid nyo, guminaw yung temperatura, tapos yung manok ninyo, no, pangingitlog nila, gulping bumaba, and that is because of what they call the egg drop syndrome virus. With the decades of studies we have conducted dito po sa Central Philippine University, those are the 5 major sakit na makikita po sa Philippine native chicken. Mas lalong naging malala yan. It is because also of the craving of some raiser to produce native chicken na malaki ang katawan. You keep on doing what they call the upgrading. When we say about upgrading, ala kasi yung pasensya doon sa post namin na medyo may mali ng konti. But thank you to those who commented it. We really appreciate yung comment na yan. There is a comment that is, alam ko siguro pareho po tayo. Hindi ko lang pareho tayo. Alam ko genetics major, baka genetics major ka din. That is the war between dominant and recessive gene. Pero gawin natin sa pinakasimple na technical. No, sa ating mga ka-native yan, if you think that this program is informative, you can have it be shared sa inyo po. At least po kahit paano po makatulong po tayo dyan sa ating mga ka-native na kung sa tingin po nyo yung programa natin is informative. Sa hindi pa nakapag-follow, kindly click the follow button that we have. Para every time na mayroon po tayong live stream program na ganito, you'll be immediately notified by the Facebook. Kasi pag minsan kasi, as we have promised, basta may team po lang, at saka hindi kami busy, ganda yung katawan natin, nasakit, kung bakit tuloy-tuloy. Ang isa kasi sa nakita natin is that na, for example, yung tawag dito yung knock natin. Ang sakit kasi, pag pumasok yan, halos pag ang resistensya ng katawan ng manok po ninyo is hindi ganun kaganda, talagang magkasakit yan. Ang native chicken kasi natin, may dalawang proseso yan sa pag-react o sa sakit. Ang isa is resistance. Ibig sabihin po, ang sakit sa labas, hindi yan makapasok. Yung isa naman is tolerance. Yung kung bakit na pag nabakunahan po ninyo ang manok ninyo, ang umiiral dyan is the tolerance. Kahit na makapasok yung sakit na yan sa loob ng katawan ng manok nyo, hindi pa rin yan magmanifest ng any sign or symptoms because kaya po niya na magtayo against such elements. Ang resistance naman is yung manok ninyo, ang sakit sa labas, kahit ano mangyari, hindi yan makapasok because ang antibody count ng manok po ninyo sobrang taas na kaya yang lupigin ang mga mikrobyo. However, resistance and tolerance decreases if you keep on crossing them with a hybridized chicken. There is always what they call a negative or a setback. If you wanted this level of production, na gusto mong mabilis lumaki ang manok po ninyo, ang trade-off niyan is yung resistance sa sakit. Pababa yan. And even forcing the chicken to produce more eggs. Ngayon, if you're going to have it be upgraded, ang nangyayari dyan is ganito. Yung genes niya na intended for the chicken to withstand infection, halos naliliyot yan. Bakit? Because the genes coming from the hybridized chicken will merge doon, will react on the genes ng manok po ninyong native, yung kung bakit na maraming mortality sa manok ninyo. You are after of having yung manok ninyo na gusto nyo lumaki, yung kung bakit palagi sabi ko is that if you really intend to produce na manok na malaki, direkta na po kayo sa puro-puro, either broiler or the white broiler or the colored broiler chicken or the hybridized chicken per se. Ang isang consideration nyo lang is that if you're going to have it be used as your breeding stocks, pag binili po yung F1, pwede ba hanggang F2 na lang? Kuha kayo ulit doon sa binilhan po ninyo. Ang pag-cross nyo with the pure native that we have in that hybridized chicken or the colored broiler, ang tawag doon is upgrading. Ang upgrading, it can only be good when the bloodline of your chicken is at 50-50. However, pag any deviation from it, either from the native one or the greater one or the colored broiler, resistance and tolerance decreases. Ang tawag doon is what they call the genetic erosion. Ang ginagawa po ninyo, because you keep on doing it, yung kung bakit ang isa sa mga reason that racers, tingnan po nyo nag-alaga po ng tawag dito ng mga commercial breed. Lalo sa broiler. Tingnan nyo kung gaano karami o ilang klase ng antibiotic po ang ginagamit yan. On the layer naman, tingnan nyo kung ilang bakuna binibigay dyan. But they're using yung stocks na ideal for production, they're not using the one na kung saan po ilang segregation na nangyari o ilang henerasyon na po nagsimula sa isang parental stocks niya. Hindi po tumutulong, hindi makatulong ang ginagawa po ninyo that you keep on upgrading. Yung kung bakit na kung if you really have to be done it in upgrading your native chicken, you maintain yung stocks nyo na kung saan po parental lines ng native po ninyo. Ibig sabihin, if you'll be using what they call the small genetic group, either it is the Panaba, Manok Tagalog, Bisaya, Camarines, or other, i-separate nyo yung pen niya. Talagang parental lines yan. Tapos, if you really want to have it be cross, ang gawin po ninyo, ang pinaka-effective, ang tawag noon is combining ability that you have. Ang magandang gamitin nyo, ang inahin po ninyo is native, tapos yung tandang po ninyo is the colored broilers. Any product of that upgrading should not be used as parental line for the next generation. Ang ginagawa niyo, you keep on keeping that on your flock because you are expecting to produce ng characteristic o production na halos katulad doon sa crossing between the colored broiler and the native chicken. Iba pong usapan dyan. Ibang usapan dyan. Ang bintahan na kuha nyo on the upgrading is not enough to cover the losses that you have in the next generation using the upgrades. Kung ayaw nyo maniwala, try po ninyo. At least you can second emotion sa mga sinasabi ko po. And that is why that at native chicken, we develop technology na kung saan po if possible, yung production cost mas mapababa natin. At CPU po, yung mortality, kahit na wala incandescent bulb yan, noon umaabot kami hanggang 20%. Ngayon po, bumababa na. Yung mataas is only 5%. Yung kung bakit na pag yung manok lang na mahina from the time na mapalabas yan sa incubator, yan talaga ang namatay. And that is one way na kung saan po makatulong po ang Central Philippine University po sa inyo. Yung kung bakit na palagi sabi ko kahit na paunti-unti po tayo dito because this is a specialized page, no, we keep on doing it for the service of our racers or our native that would like to venture on raising native chicken. Kung sa mga gusto dyan, no, kasi sa kalimutan ko lang yung pangalan, no, if yung provincial vet of Leyte, we are inviting you. If possible, if you can visit us, we can share the technology, pati ang record keeping and even the marketing of native chicken. We're able to commercialize or to standardize the commercial production of Philippine native chicken. But it took us decade to understand ng sitwasyon. And it is not only because that is because only of research station, but we are very glad sa ating mga native all throughout the Philippines that keep on sharing their experiences in adapting the technology at Central Philippine University. Yung kung bakit na patuloy kami sa pag-exist because of that. Yung kung bakit na kay Sir Jason Kaday, if you really want to learn the real experience of Sir Jason, you can contact Sir Jason. Para at least siya na mismo mag-share sa inyo about sa pag-alaga po ng manok. Tandaan po natin. Yun palagi ang sinasabi ko sa mga racer na pupunta dito. Can we make some shifting of mindset? Pag sinabi natin shifting of mindset, pili bang wag mong sabihin that you will be raising native chicken? Pili ba ang una nating sabihin is that magkano dapat ang kitain nyo in raising the native chicken? Yun nga sabi ko kanina is that in research, what kind? But in business, how much? Siguro dyan ang pinagkaiba ng Philippine native chicken dito po sa Central Philippine University. Sa ating mga native dyan, we are not apply by night web page po. We are a legitimate web page. We are based at Central Philippine University. Yung kung bakit yung facility namin dito po, we are advancing our facility because we found na kung saan po, kahit anong sabihin namin to raise you in commercial scale. But, kung wala pong karampatang tambal sa sakit, ano kaya mangyayari? There is a promotion that will be raising native chicken organically. However, may available inputs pa. Alam nyo kasi maganda pakinggan to raise native chicken organically. But the technical assistance, if there is a need, alam nyo kasi pag nakaalaga na kayo ng manok and you already invested 500,000 or possibly $1 million of it, iba ng usapan dyan. And that is why that to those na palagi sabi ko is that if you really want to raise native chicken, and if you have the trust with us, bang wag mo nang gabaguhin, wag na po kayo mag-conduct ng research dyan. You can follow the technology that we have. We can provide you the necessary inputs that kailangan po ninyo. And even the technique and how to market your product, tumutulong po ang Philippine native chicken. Yung kung bakit na hindi po kami nag-market ng aming CPU feeds na may maraming middleman. Bakit? It is because padating po sa inyo, sobrang mahal na. And if there will be a middleman, possibly, kaunti lang, para at least pagdating ng produkto sa inyo, mas mura pa sa. Alam nyo kasi, ganon sa native chicken. Tauhan. Ang tauhan kasi, sa ating mga native, yung kung bakit na palagi sabi is that how much. If you are the one that is the racer, you want to do the for good. Yung kung bakit palagi sabi ko kahit sa makasamahan ko dito at CPU. Do not think that after you will be retiring, doon ka pa mag-umpisa. Possibly 10 to 15 years before you will be retiring, 5 to 10 years, pwede ba mag-isip ka na? Para you still have the time to make some adjustments. However, start with the expected income that you would like to derive. Bakit? Yan pumapasok ang creativity and initiative of what you will be doing. We are not after in terms of the number, but we are after in terms of the possible income you will be deriving from it. In the production side, and this is what they call the reality of it, kaunti po ang kita in the production. You need to raise greater number of chips. Ibang usapan na yun po yan. At saka kailangan mo na ng mga highly skilled na personnel to do the work. Yung kung palaki sabi ko is that na if you want to earn as much as 20,000 per month, saan bang bahagi ng value chain ka dapat pumasok? Gaya ng sabi kanina in the earlier presentation that we have, I will be continuing it on the next episode naman. There are number of enterprise where you can get involved in commercial production of native chicken, and that is not only limited in production. It can go as far as processing and marketing. Alam nyo kasi ang pinakamalaking kita doon sa processing and marketing. Not on the production side. We need producers and we need raisers. But you, if you will be the one to raise native chicken, mas mapataas pa nyo ang level of profit that you have, and you can make the product more affordable. Magkano ba ang possible income using the CPU technology? Alam nyo kasi, hindi lahat ng manok pantay-pantayan ha. Merong fast grower, meron namang slow grower, but majority reaches about 3 months of time. Basta yung breeder stocks natin, kung inahin, should be not less than 1.5 kilograms at 10 months of age, 2.5 kilograms for the roaster, at saka yung itlog na in-incubate po ninyo, not less than 40 grams yung bigat. In 3 months time, majority of it is already weighing about 850 to 900 grams. Bakit we are promoting that kind of weight? Alam nyo kasi, yung weight na yan, in terms of the distinctive taste, ang weight na yan, connotated yan, or associated it with the volume of pre-amino acid na sa katawan po ng manok. Anong ibig sabihin? Mas masarap. Pero kung mas mataas ang amino acid sa loob ng katawan niya, what does it mean? It can further help na kung saan po ang health o kalusugan ng kumakain po mas mapaganda pa. We have tried then na kung saan po in just a matter of 45 to 50 days, yung manok po umaabot na hanggang 750 grams. Kaya lang problema natin sa native pag ganon, hindi pa ganon ka-intact yung karne niya. The market that we are looking or prescribing the requirement po, iba. And that is why that Philippine native chicken, sabi ko, doon ka na lang. However, pag sumubra ka in 3 months time, in 4 months time, up to 5 months, lugi po kayo. Bakit po? Dumadami na yung pakain nyo sa manok nyo. Pero, ang increases in live weight, mas mababa na. How you can make some adjustments na medyo mapabilis ang paglaki ng manok nyo? Lagyan nyo ng patoka sa gabi. Bakit? Sa gabi po ang may pinakamaraming tuka ang manok po ninyo. Ibig sabihin po, mas mabilis po lumaki. And that is why you're going to provide light to the respective house. Kung makikita pa niyo in the reels that we have, even in the videos that we have, no, halos may mga ilaw yan. Kasi kinunan ko yan kagabi, padang hapon na para at least makita niyo yung ilaw. And we're using what they call the LED bulb, not the incandescent bulb. Bakit? Hindi mo naman kasi kailangan ang incandescent bulb. LED lang, mas makamura po kayo. That is one way that we can help you, mga kanitib. I know, kailangan po natin yan. Yung kung bakit ba, pwede ba ang mindset natin? I-adjust na natin. Na mag-alaga po tayo ng manok, it is because that we can be of help sa mga kamag-anak natin, but we'll be raising chicken. It is because that we want to directly engage ourselves. We want to derive income. Alam nyo kasi pag nagtatrabaho po tayo, magkano bigay na sahod sa atin? Kahit na sabihin natin, we are earning 6 digit. Tingnan po niyo yung stress level sa katawan po ninyo. Pag matanda ka na, kulang pa ang pensyon ninyo sa maintenance po ninyo. Kung pagkain nyo lahat-lahat may synthetic, ano nangyayari? And that is why that in raising native chicken, possibly ganon. Yung kung bakit that in 3 months time, using a CPU technology, you will be earning 50 pesos per head. But if you're going to have it be processed into ready to eat, you will be earning as much as 200 pesos per head. Minsan, sumusubra pa nga sa iba. It depends on the market from where you are. It depends on the market of where you are. The processing of it is what they call the value adding of your product. Ilang araw lang i-spend nyo than raising. And that is why that if you're the one that raises your chicken, ano ba ang competitive advantage? Talaga masasabi mo doon sa customer mo that the quality of product that you have all year round is almost uniform. Is almost uniform. Yung ko bakit that if you'll be earning about 50,000 per month, kung gusto 50,000 net income, have it be your starting point on what to do. But palagi, sabi ko, alam nyo, the level of success in the implementation of this kind of project, pag nandoon ang may-ari. Tandaan po natin that the native chicken in commercial scale, yung kung bakit nasabihin natin, the backyard scale of production under its promotion, it started as early as 1960. Tingnan nyo ang data, ang increases in population of native chicken all throughout the country. Dumadami ba? Hindi. It is because that raising native chicken in parents condition, sobrang dami po ng mortality. Okay lang yan pag ikaw tingin-tingin ka lang, kwento-kwento ka lang. But if you're the one that is raising or spending something on it, ibang usapan. So, kaya lang ating panahon na medyo kaunti na. Ibigyan ko lang ng konting acknowledgement po ang ating mga ka-native na kasama natin ngayong gabi. To Sir Erman Glenn Mihika. Sir, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Magandang araw po dyan sa location po ninyo, sir. Thank you always for our program and even in our radio program. Kasama natin palagi si Sir Glenn. Si Sir Marlon Diwan. Magandang gabi din po sa inyo, sir. At saka kay Sir Hill. Sir Hill, pag-contact Sir Hill kay Ma'am Dana po. Because Ma'am Dana can answer your problem po. Kay Sir Yunji Kasamurin. Sir, hope that the answer that I've given to you, naliwagan po kayo, sir. If you have still some concern, kaya sa ating makanitive dyan, don't hesitate to ask questions. We'll be doing the live stream program. Basta po maganda ang katawan natin, yung kalagayan ng katawan natin, tuloy-tuloy po tayo. At saka hindi busy po, tuloy-tuloy po tayo dito. So if you have some questions, don't hesitate to write it. Kahit anong tanong. And then kay tawag dito kay Sir Raymond Flores. Kay Sir Raymond Flores, mataga ko ng estudyante, kasama si Sir Raymond. Ilang taon na, sir? before pa ng COVID. That was the time, I think, mga 2016, 2017. No, kasama na namin si Sir Raymond Flores. No, Sir Raymond, thank you for being with the Philippine Native Chicken. If you want to ask questions no, to Sir Raymond, kindly click yung name niya, paposin sa link niya. No, tanungin po niyo kung ano ang Native Chicken noon, way back in 2016 sa ngayon. Sir Raymond can tell you the story behind the Philippine Native Chicken. Kay Sir Pablo, si Prangka Magtagad, magandang gabi po sa inyo, Sir. At saka sa aking ever supportive na nanay, kay Nanay Opilia Cabarles. Thank you, Nay, for being with the program. And then kay Diana Paula Machado, also watching in right now. At saka sa aking ihada, na kay Tiny Wyatt Iclarino. At saka kay Sir John Vergara, dyan pala sa may Canada. Sir, magandang gabi po sa inyo, Sir. Kamusta po ang buhay natin yan, Sir? And then kay Ma'am Procisa Gamarcha. At saka sa aking tawag dito, yung mag-anak kay Sir Kainglit, PYYL. Nagabi po siya, Sir. Magandang araw po sa inyo, Sir. Sana po yung pugo po natin yan, Sir. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pugo po natin yan, Sir. And then kay Sir Jason Kaday, thank you, Sir, always for being with us. I know that the turbulent that comes along the way as you implement the project, family po, kaya mo, Sir. Keep on praying, doing something. And then kay sa isa po pang estudyante, naging researcher noon. Right now, regular agriculture extension worker at Tigbawan, kay Ma'am Gida Talimay. Ma'am Gida, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Naalala ko kasi yung study ni Ma'am Gida is about what they call the virgin coconut oil. Regards na dyan, Ma'am Gida, sa inyong tawag dito sa MAU po ninyo. And then sa aking kaklase, kay Sir Leo Espanya. Sir, magandang gabi po sa inyo, Sir. And then kay Chris Marquelencha, watching in right now. And kay Juju Opang, magandang gabi po sa inyo. At saka sa isa ko pang estudyante na mahilig mag-online selling, Ma'am Nelty Katunaw. Magandang gabi po sa inyo, Ma'am. And then kay Ma'am Villarias Tigason, yang. Guy, magandang gabi po sa inyo, Guy. Thank you, because when I started the project and research on Native Chicken, Ma'am Villarias Tigason, kasama ko yan palagi on this. So magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. And hope that yung gabi natin ngayon, able to share information po sa inyo na kung saan po makatulong po sa pag-alaga po nyo. That firmly believing, sa pagtulong-tulungan natin po, kaya natin itawid ang industriya po ng Philippine Native Chicken. Suportahan po natin ang local genetic resources po. It's just a matter of timing, it's just a matter of helping each other para po ang Philippine Native Chicken industry will be formalized and days to come. Magandang gabi ulit. In behalf sa aming Presidente, Dr. Choroso Robles, at saka sa kay aming resident architect. Now, to those who would like to avail ng mga design na yan, paki-contact kay Ma'am Dana kasi nandiyan naman number niya na para nakapag natapos ang yung blueprint niyan.